haunted by guilt. Had he not joined UCC and met Andy, resolving the situation might have percent shares individually. With 30% shares remaining, equivalent to $5 billion, Andy turned to Ethan. If you feel it's too much, we can find another shareholder. I've inspected the mine personally, and it's nervousness. Introducing you to a couple of people. What did it cost? $80 million. What? $80 million. Where did you get so much money? After escorting Lily and her roommates out of the hotel with the other three. Case, I do have a project in mind. Let's discuss it at a charity dinner at Lakehart Club tomorrow night. How does that sound? Sounds good. See you then. Andy ended the call, humming with satisfaction. The prospect of Ethan's investment filled him with excitement. Meanwhile, Ethan contacted Lance, extending the same offer and securing an invitation to the charity dinner. In another suite, as the girls recovered from their ordeal, they indulged in light-hearted chatter. Lily, that person who rescued us was your cousin, right? Yeah, what do you think? My cousin's pretty amazing, huh? Amazing? He's like my hero now. But didn't you say he had a tough life? Orphaned young, mistreated by his uncle, he stayed with your family for 2 years. That's what you told us. Yeah, that's true. But did you see how the manager of the hotel treated him? So respectful, calling him Mr. Drake? And those guys kneeling and slapping themselves? Your cousin's hiding something from you. I don't know what's going on. I'll ask him tomorrow. Does he have a girlfriend? Yeah, her name's Jane. They've been together since high school. Why? Interested in my cousin? Want to be my sister-in-law? Shut up. Must have a lot of questions right now. And unlocking the Bugatti Veyron with the press of a button. When Lily laid eyes on the luxurious car before her, she was momentarily speechless. Ethan, is it your car? She asked, her words faltering. Yeah, it's mine. Get in, Ethan affirmed, sliding into the driver's seat. Okay. Lily complied, still in a daze, as she settled into the car. Ethan then drove Lily to the beach, attracting attention from bystanders along the way. Other vehicles kept a respectful distance, recognizing Ethan's status. Once they reached a quiet spot by the beach, they leaned against the railing, allowing the sea breeze to sweep over them. Lily, I know you have a lot of questions. Feel free to ask anything, Ethan offered, gazing out at the ocean. Ethan, is that your car? Lily queried. Yeah, I bought it yesterday in Lake City. I came this time to visit you and buy the car, Ethan explained. How much did it cost? $80 million. What? $80 million. Where did you get so much money? Rob a bank? If I did, do you think I'd be here talking to you? And could I get $80 million from a bank heist? Then where did you get it? I earned it. How? I can't explain it briefly. I haven't done anything illegal, but rest assured your brother is nouveau riche now. Does Mom know? No. Who else knows? Only you, I think. Really? How much will you give me to keep quiet? As much as you want. That's not very sincere. Despite the weighty conversation, they shared an easy camaraderie, catching up like old friends. Today, Ethan treated Lily to a shopping spree in Lake City's malls, lavishing her spot. As they cruised across the tranquil waters, Lily asked, Ethan, why did you bring me here? I'm introducing you to a couple of people. They can help you out when I'm not around. One of them is the boss of Manila Hotel, Ethan explained. Ethan and Lily disembarked in the heart of the lake. Following the attendant's lead, they ascended to the second floor of the building. Here we are, the attendant announced, opening the door to the spacious hall, puzzled with shimmering lights. Over 100 guests mingled in clustered environment, and she felt a twinge of nervousness. She lightly tugged at Ethan's shirt. Don't worry, just relax and help yourself to whatever you like. Ethan reassured Lily, patting her shoulder. Truth be told, Ethan felt a bit apprehensive himself, encountering such a scene for the first time. However, he reminded himself of his status as one of the wealthiest individuals in the world. If anyone should feel nervous, it should be everyone else, not him. With resolve, they entered the hall. As Ethan passed by an attendant, he took a glass of wine and savored its taste. Lily, on the other hand, was more reserved. Ethan, you made it. Andy approached with a glass of wine in hand. Sorry for the delay, Andy. Let me introduce you. This is my cousin Lily, who's studying at a university in Lake City. Please look after her in the future, Ethan said, gesturing to Lily. What are you saying, Ethan? Isn't your cousin also mine? Lily, feel free to reach out whenever you need anything. I have some influence in Lake City, Andy offered, extending a gold-plated business card to Lily. Thank you, Andy, Lily responded softly. Lily, why don't you explore on your own for a bit? Make yourself at home and enjoy the food. I need to have a word with Ethan, Andy suggested. Sure, go ahead, Lily agreed. Andy then escorted Ethan to a private room on the second floor. Inside, two individuals awaited them. There was a distinguished-looking man in his 40s and a woman in her 30s exuding a mature charm. Allow me to introduce you. This is Mr. Bush Thomas and Miss Myra Sheffield, Andy said, presenting both parties. After exchanging pleasantries, Ethan took his seat. Andy proceeded to outline the project at hand. In essence, Andy had secured a diamond mine in Tacloban City through his contacts. Having personally inspected it, he deemed its quality top tier. The total investment required to be ranged from 15 to 20 billion. Andy proposed investing 5 billion for a 40% stake, leaving the remaining 60% valued at 10 billion for others to invest in. Since Andy needed to navigate various formalities and establish contacts, he requested a larger share. This meant Ethan and the others would need to invest 10 billion for a 60% stake. Bush and Myra contributed 2.5 billion each, holding 15% shares individually. With 30% shares remaining, equivalent to 5 billion, Andy turned to Ethan. If you feel it's too much, we can find another shareholder. I've inspected the mine personally, and it's definitely promising, Andy assured. Too much? Ethan thought 5 billion was rather meager. All right, I'll invest 5 billion for a 30% stake, he decided. Excellent. It's settled then. I'll send you the details later. Let's raise a toast to seal the deal. As Ethan left, Lily began to explore the hall, gradually easing into the atmosphere. With no one paying her much attention, she felt content as she wandered towards the food section. All the desserts on display were tantalizingly sweet. Oh, this is incredibly sweet. This one's delightfully crunchy. The aroma of this one is simply divine. Look how soft this dessert is. Lily indulged in the array of desserts, stacking her plate with her favorites. Excuse me. Lily spotted someone and dashed over. Are you Marie Kent? Marie was engaged in conversation with a senior from the film industry when she was interrupted. Marie glanced over and saw a young woman in her 20s approaching. Hello, I'm Marie Kent. Wow, it's really you, Marie. I adore your movies. Can I get a picture with you? My roommates are huge fans, Lily exclaimed with surprise. Thank you for your support. I'll definitely continue to work on great projects. After snapping the photo, Marie excused herself. Lily promptly shared the picture on her Instagram with the caption, "Guess who I met?" before moving on to her next target. Oh, isn't that the famous actor Robin Padilla? Wow, isn't that the renowned singer Becca Winter? A young woman, juggling her dessert plate and phone, roamed the hall seeking photo opportunities with celebrities. All the stars obliged, as only esteemed individuals were invited to the exclusive event. Though the young woman seemed charming but perhaps lacking in intelligence, no one could confirm whether she was connected to influential figures. Lily eagerly sought out celebrities for snapshots, thrilled to have amassed several photos of current stars. Excuse me, are you Lily Gregg? As Lily was scrolling through her phone, she heard a voice. Raising her head, she saw a heavily made-up young woman holding onto an older man with a prominent beer belly. Jessica Morgans? Lily inquired. The person resembled Jessica from her class, albeit heavily made up, making Lily uncertain. It's really you! How did you manage to sneak in here? This is the most exclusive gathering in Lake City. Oh, I see. You must be working as a part-time attendant, right? Jessica sneered. No, I came with my brother, Lily retorted. Your brother? Is he a security guard? Is he trying to get fired? How could he bring random people in here? Jessica snapped back. Jessica, I won't tolerate you speaking ill of my brother. Lily snapped angrily. Jessie, why don't you introduce this lovely girl to me? The old man beside Jessica chimed in. This is Lily Gregg from my class, Jessica reluctantly introduced. She knew exactly what the old man was hinting at. Hello, Miss Gregg. The old man extended his hand for a shake. Jessica, is this your father? One sentence managed to irk two people. Lily, watch your mouth. If you don't, I'll tear it off your face. This is my boyfriend," Jessica blurted out, flustered and annoyed. The old man joined in. "Miss Gregg, if you apologize now, give me your contact details, and agree to go out with me when I ask, I'll let you off easy today. Otherwise, not only will you be kicked out, but your brother will lose his job too." Clearly, he believed Jessica's insinuation that Lily's brother worked as a security guard here. Boyfriend? Lily was taken aback. Oh no, she misspoke. It was largely because Jessica always projected an image of being from a wealthy family at university. She flaunted designer bags, wore branded clothing, and was chauffeured in luxury cars. Who would have thought she'd have a boyfriend like this? It's so distasteful. But never mind, I'll just admit I was wrong. After all, she provoked Ethan. "I'm not apologizing to you," Lily huffed, intending to walk away. However, Jessica grabbed her arm. As Jessica clutched Lily's arm, she began shrieking at the top of her lungs. "Where's the organizer? Where's the organizer? This person snuck in to mooch off the food and even took pictures with celebrities for the show. Isn't anyone going to do something about it?" "But I didn't. Let go of me." Lily struggled with all her might. Their altercation drew the attention of onlookers. More and more people gathered around. After all, it wasn't common for a scene to unfold in such an esteemed venue, so everyone was intrigued. At that moment, staff members approached. "What's happening?" one of them inquired. Jessica pointed at Lily, accusing. "It's her. She sneaked in to steal food and even went around taking photos with celebrities." "Miss, please show your invitation card," the staff member asked of Lily. Since the organizer had arranged the charity dinner at Lake Heart Club, prominent figures in Lake City would have received invitation cards. They should have presented these upon entering, but Ethan's extravagant car had deterred any challenge. "I don't have one." Lily was on the verge of tears under the scrutiny of so many eyes. "See, I told you she sneaked in to steal food. You're failing as organizers too. How could you allow random people in here?" Jessica declared haughtily. "Security! Security!" the staff member called out. Soon, several security guards arrived. "Please escort this lady out," the staff instructed the guards, however, as they approached Lily. "Wait, hold on." Two voices spoke simultaneously. One was Becca Winters, the other was Marie Kent, one of the 4 emerging stars. "I brought her along. She's assisting me temporarily," Becca stated. "Yes, I can vouch for her," Marie added. Becca took a liking to the lively and endearing young girl. Seeing Lily isolated and distressed stirred her compassion, prompting her to intervene. For Marie, witnessing Lily's predicament reminded her of her own recent ordeal. She had been fortunate to encounter a kind-hearted person who had helped her escape a similar situation. Thus, she felt compelled to assist Lily. With the 2 celebrities offering testimony, the security guards hesitated to take action against Lily. At this point, the man next to Jessica spoke up. "Don't take responsibility for things you shouldn't. You'll have to face the consequences," Tristan Collins cautioned. Though he recognized the 2 celebrities, he, a wealthy mogul worth hundreds of millions, considered them mere entertainers. While there were more influential individuals present, he was confident they weren't among them. Celebrities. To ordinary people, perhaps, but to someone of his stature, they were inconsequential. Interrupted, Jessica interjected. "You're lying. Lily is my classmate, still at university. How could she be your assistant? And she said her brother brought her here, who must be a security guard at this club." "Miss, what's your brother's name?" the staff member inquired. "My brother is Ethan," Lily declared indignantly. "Ethan? Is there an Ethan among you?" The employee turned to the security guards and inquired. Exchanging glances, the security guards responded, "No." Marie's heart skipped a beat upon hearing Lily's claim about being Ethan's sister. Is that the same Ethan who saved me yesterday? Just as she was about to speak, Lily interjected again. "A man named Andy came and took my brother with him just now. They said they were going to discuss business, and they went to the 2nd floor." "Andy?" The crowd was stunned. There's only one Andy in Lake City, and that's Mr. Lewis. He's the most influential figure in Lake City. If her brother is discussing business with Andy, then he must be someone of importance too. The employees and Tristan began to feel uneasy. Mr. Lewis wielded immense power in Lake City. If he considered you a friend, he treated you exceptionally well. But if you were his adversary, he'd stop at nothing to destroy you. There were countless small businesses in Lake City that had fallen victim to his machinations. A saying circulated in Lake City: "It's fine if you can't be Andy's friend, but never become his enemy." Tristan's mind raced. He started perspiring profusely. His net worth of a few $100 million paled in comparison to Mr. Lewis's influence. The latter could bankrupt him in an instant. At that moment, Ethan and Andy descended from the upper floor after concluding their business. Scanning the room, Ethan noticed a commotion in the center. Without hesitation, he strode through the crowd and found Lily being restrained by a heavily makeup woman. Lily appeared distressed, her eyes glistening with tears. "Lily," Ethan called out. "Ethan!" Jessica instinctively released Lily upon hearing Ethan's voice, allowing Lily to rush into Ethan's embrace. "It's all right now. You're safe," Ethan reassured her. "What's going on?" Andy approached, seeking answers. "It's done for." Tristan's head spun at the sight of Andy. His legs nearly buckled, threatening to give way beneath him. The employee wiped the cold sweat from his brow and discreetly briefed Andy on the situation. "Who's he?" Andy pointed at Tristan after hearing the employee's account. "Mr. Lewis, that's Tristan Collins, the owner of Auspicious Clouds Real Estate," a bystander chimed in. "Mr. Collins, is it? You have 3 days to pack your things and leave Lake City. Either depart willingly, or I'll ensure you're escorted out," Andy commanded. "I'm sorry, Mr. Lewis. Please spare me. It's all her doing. She's the one behind this," Tristan blurted out, then slapped Jessica across the face. The force of the blow sent her sprawling to the floor, dazed and bewildered. Meanwhile, Tristan sank to his knees, begging for mercy. Dying would be preferable to leaving Lake City within 3 days. Though his assets were valued at a few $100 million, they were primarily fixed assets. Liquidating them within 3 days would force him to sell at a significant loss, and nobody would dare purchase his assets after Mr. I. Lewis's censure tonight. Moreover, he had recently invested a substantial sum in a project. Departing now would entail hefty penalties for breaking contracts. He faced the prospect of transitioning from a wealthy business owner to a bankrupt debtor, burdened with debts and obligations, including caring for his mistresses and illegitimate children. "I won't repeat myself," Andy stated flatly. Tristan was already despairing when another voice pierced through the crowd. "Andy, are you bullying someone again?" Lance approached. "Mr. Green, please help me. We've collaborated before. I'm Tristan from Auspicious Clouds Real Estate." Tristan clung to Lance as if he were his last hope. If anyone in Lake City could help him, it would be Lance Green. As the younger son of the Green family, Lance was initially slated to inherit the family business. However, he managed to level the playing field with his older brother, and the elders had yet to decide on the rightful heir. To settle the matter, the elders granted both brothers a sum of money to develop and utilize over a decade. The most successful son would then be named the heir. 5 years had passed, and Lance seemed to be in the lead. Green? Who said I was bullying anyone? He was the one who bullied Ethan's cousin. What was I supposed to do? Andy gestured toward Ethan, defending his actions. Lance turned his attention to the young woman Ethan was comforting. "Oh? You bullied Ethan's cousin? That's bold," Lance remarked to Tristan. "Huh?" Tristan felt bewildered. "What's your plan, Andy?" "I gave him 3 days to leave Lake City." 3 days? That's too generous. I think 1 day is sufficient. Tristan collapsed upon hearing Lance's decree. With 2 influential figures in Lake City targeting him, there was little chance of turning the situation around. He fainted from the shock. "Escort him out and call an ambulance. If he doesn't wake up, leave him be. But if he does, tell him he has 1 day left," Andy instructed the staff. "Yes, Mr. Lewis." Several security guards carried Tristan out, along with Jessica. With the situation resolved, all eyes turned to Ethan with curiosity. His connections must be formidable, given his friendship with 2 prominent figures in Lake City. Marie's heart leaped at the sight of Ethan. She hadn't expected to encounter him again after their parting yesterday, but she had come to this event with a glimmer of hope. Now that we're all here, let me make something clear. Ethan is a good friend of mine, so his cousin is like family to me. Anyone who dares to bully her in the future will face my wrath, Andy declared to the crowd. Mine too, Lance chimed in. Thanks, guys, Ethan responded gratefully. Ethan felt a closeness to Lance and Andy that warranted such familiarity. You're welcome, Ethan. All right, everyone, time to head back. The crowd dispersed gradually. Marie approached Ethan and greeted him. We meet again, Mr. Drake. Hello, Miss Kent. Lily, now calmer, looked between Ethan and Marie. Ethan, do you know Miss Marie? Yes, indeed. Miss Marie, thank you for your help earlier, and Miss Becca, thank you too. Lily expressed her gratitude. Becca, who was about to leave, paused upon hearing Lily's voice and walked over. You're welcome, Lily. Thank you both, Ethan chimed in. You're too kind, Mr. Drake. Both celebrities replied simultaneously. River City, Crestfall International Residence. Kendall entered the compound while driving a Porsche 911, unaware of the taxi following closely behind. Apart from the driver, there was a young man and woman in the cab. Where are we, driver? The young man inquired. This is River City's affluent residential area, son. My limit is here. That'll be $50, the driver responded. Quite steep, isn't it? The young man remarked. Time is money, lad. I waited a good while, the driver explained. Fair enough. Thanks, driver. They paid the fare and alighted from the taxi. As they approached the entrance of Crestfall International Residence, a security guard intercepted them. Hey, what brings you two here? Move along, this isn't a place for folks like you, the guard commanded. May I know who owns the red Porsche that just entered? The young man inquired. Who? One of the residents, obviously. Whose else could it be? Yours? Beat it, the guard retorted. Living here must cost a fortune, right? The young man pressed. Are you from the countryside, son? Let me break it down for you. Houses here start at 200 grand per square meter, with each one fetching at least 50 million. Now you tell me if it's pricey, the guard snapped. What? That's exorbitant. What if someone's renting a place here? The young man persisted. Are you daft? Why would anyone shell out 50 million for a house just to rent it out? And if they can afford to live here, why bother with rentals? Clear off now. The guard dismissed. Okay, we're leaving. Thanks, the young man conceded, departing with the woman. They settled for a budget motel nearby. Once inside their room, the woman spoke up. Sam, why don't we just look for your sister directly? Sam Warner, the young man, was Kendall's brother, accompanied by Minnie, his girlfriend. However, Minnie's family disapproved of their relationship due to their differing backgrounds. Hence, they decided to seek Kendall's assistance covertly, only to discover Kendall's deception regarding their parents. Kendall had claimed financial struggles in the city, yet Sam had seen her driving luxury cars and residing in upscale homes. No, we'll wait for Mom and Dad. I'm afraid of Kendall, and only they can handle her. Let me call Mom first, Sam decided, dialing his mother's number. Where have you run off to, you rascal? Get back here this instant. The woman's voice bellowed from the phone. Mom, I'm at River City now. I'm not coming back, Sam replied. You rascal. You eloped with someone's daughter, and now her family is asking us about her whereabouts. Get back here at once, his mom scolded. Mom, listen, I found Kendall. She's rich now. She drives a multi-million-dollar car and lives in a $50 million house. Come over and see for yourself, Sam urged. You've gone mad. It's true, Mom. I saw where Kendall works yesterday, and today I saw her driving a pricey sports car. And then? His mom inquired. I didn't follow her yesterday, but today I had a taxi waiting at the entrance. I saw her enter a residential area, so I asked the guard. He said the houses cost 200 grand per square meter, enough to buy a house in our hometown. Each house there is worth at least 50 million. Are you sure? You didn't mistake her for someone else, did you? His mom doubted. Why would I lie? She's my sister. I know her when I see her. Okay, your dad and I will come tomorrow morning. That foolish girl, sending us a mere 20 grand each month while driving luxury cars and living in fancy city homes. Minnie, you should call your parents to come here tomorrow too, Sam suggested to Minnie after.
Solve for X, where X equals better grades and more confidence in math.
Dad, are you trying to get me to say IXL?
Yeah.
Seriously though, algebra is finally starting to make sense.
You're gonna ace this test.
IXL, the learning program 16 million students trust. Try it today at IXL.com.
disconnecting his call with his mother. Why? So they can drag me back? They never approved of our relationship in the first place, Minnie replied. Are you kidding? Your folks don't agree because you live in the city while my family is in the village. We're not as well off as yours, but now that my sister has made a fortune, I bet your parents will accept us and we won't have to sneak around anymore. Minnie pondered for a moment and agreed with Sam. Hence, she dialed her parents' number. Despite her mother scolding them immediately upon hearing their voices, she promised to visit River City the next day. Sam lay in bed, holding Minnie close, and said, Minnie, let's never go back. We can stay here in River City. My sister can buy me a nice car and house, and we can enjoy the view every day. But will your sister really buy them for you? Minnie doubted. Not if I ask, but she will if my parents ask her to. That's why I called them. Don't worry, my parents always support me. They reserve the best for me because I'm their only son. To them, my sister exists only to serve me. All right, I want a car like your sister's too. It's so beautiful. Having something like that would be a dream. Sure, we'll get you one too. Each of us will have our own. They drifted off to sleep, imagining a wonderful life together. Lake City, Lake Heart Club. The charity auction for the evening was already underway. All the guests were seated on the ground floor of the hall. Taking the stage as the host was Ida Rice, the main rising star of Lake West Province Broadcasting Station. Good evening, esteemed guests. Welcome to Lake City's first charity auction. Today is a day of love, care, and harmony. Today is also the day where we show the people worldwide our spirit of giving and universal love. As soon as the host finished her opening speech, a large display screen began playing a video. The video depicted remote, mountainous regions where students faced immense challenges getting to school. Some had to walk for hours through rugged terrain just to reach their classrooms. As a result, these children spent 5 to 6 hours daily commuting to and from school. Conditions at these schools were dire. The desks and benches were all hand-me-downs from students' homes, worn and dilapidated. Many students' parents had migrated for work, leaving the children in the care of elderly grandparents. These youngsters had shouldered responsibilities beyond their years, selling fish and vegetables in the streets. Despite their hardships, they harbored a strong desire for education, longing to explore the world beyond their mountainous confines. The video concluded and Ida resumed her speech. Every item auctioned tonight will benefit these children. The proceeds will fund a new school with modern amenities like desks, chairs, school bags, and clothing. Now, let's commence with our first act of benevolence. So, the inaugural item is a new composition by Empress Becca. Let the bidding begin. There's no minimum bid, so feel free to offer any amount. 100,000, 150,000, 300,000, 500,000. Well done. Guest 17 bids 500,000. Any other takers? Ethan glanced at his card. Number 7. He raised it confidently. 5 million. Many heads turned at Ethan's bid of 5 million. They were eager to see which high roller was making such a substantial offer. 5 million. Guest 7 bids 5 million. Any further bids? Going once, going twice. Sold. Let's give a round of applause for Empress Becca's new composition. Becca took the stage. She hadn't anticipated her song fetching such a hefty sum. Nonetheless, she was elated, knowing that more children from the video would benefit from the increased donation. As Becca finished her performance, the next item up for auction was a masterpiece by a renowned artist. Ultimately, the artwork fetched a final bid of 800,000, far surpassing its actual value. Given the charitable nature of the event, such inflated prices were expected. Ethan, however, didn't raise his card again for the remainder of the evening. That changed when Marie entered the picture. She was offering a dance for auction. Similar to Becca's song, Ethan also purchased Marie's dance for 5 million. Ethan was known for his generosity, always eager to repay the kindness shown to him tenfold. Since Marie and Becca had aided his cousin Lily, it seemed fitting for him to offer a higher bid for their performances. Shortly after, the auction was winding down. With the final act of charity auction, the evening banquet was also drawing to a close. In that moment, Ethan raised his card and addressed the crowd. "Miss Rice, I'd like to donate a song." Ida was about to give the closing remarks when Ethan's offer caught her attention. Considering Ethan's substantial contributions, Ida couldn't refuse his request. She invited Ethan onto the stage. "Mr. Drake wishes to donate a song. Is anyone interested in purchasing it?" Ida inquired. Ethan surprised everyone by expressing his desire to buy his own song. "You want to buy your own song?" "Yes." "Very well. Since Mr. Drake intends to repurchase his song, let's hear Mr. Drake perform." "How much are you offering?" Ida asked. 100 million. What? Ida was taken aback. "I'm bidding 100 million to reclaim my song." Ida and the audience, except for Lance and Andy, were stunned by Ethan's announcement. Buying his own song for 100 million? Isn't he essentially donating another 100 million? We've never encountered anyone like Ethan in Lake City before. Not only is he close friends with Mr. Lewis and Mr. Green, but he also just donated 100 million. This man's wealth knows no bounds. Ethan approached the piano and seated himself. The song I'm about to perform is titled "Keep on Moving." Through it, I hope to inspire the children in the video to find their place in the world. With that, Ethan began to sing. A haunting melody filled the room. When the morning comes and the alarm sounds, wake up, brave heart, don't you frown. The road to school is long and tough, but inside you, there's strength enough. Keep on moving, don't you stop. Learning's a journey to the top. Each step you take, you're growing wise, reaching for the dreams in the sky.